Welcome to Bangla City SATV News. This is Nuri Alamin with the headlines. People who don't give the Joy Bangla slogan doesn't believe in independence, liberation war and Bangladesh, said Prime Minister. Thousands of people flocked in Cox's Bazar on 3-day government holiday. Tourists were seen with joy and excitement. Vladimir Putin lays out demand to end war with Turkish president. 6 cruise missiles hit an aircraft repair plant near the Lviv airport. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said people who don't believe the Joy Bangla slogan doesn't believe in independence, liberation war and Bangladesh as well. The Premier said this while addressing a discussion meeting of Awami League on the occasion of Bangabandhu's birth anniversary, a National Children's Day at Tungipara in Gopalganj today. Hasina also said hundreds of freedom fighters and innocent people have lost their lives for the slogan. For that, the recognition of the slogan was a great achievement for the Bengalis. Meanwhile, at the program, she called upon the next generation to come forward to build the country by embracing the ideology of Bangabandhu. Today is the Holy Shab-e-Barat. The night of fortune will be observed throughout the country tonight with due religious fervor and devotion. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on Thursday greeted all Muslims of the country and elsewhere across the world on the occasion of the Holy Shab-e-Barat. Muslims consider this day as one of the 3 most sacred nights and believe that on this day, on the night Almighty Allah decides the fate of all human beings, fixing their livelihood for the next year. On the night, the devotees across the country will visit graves and pray for their beloved one, seeking their eternal peace. Many people will also visit mazars and shrines all over the country. However, security has been beefed up in the capital and avoid any untoward incident on this occasion. Thousands of people have thronged the tourism hotspot in Cox's Bazar, taking advantage of a 3-day government holiday. The tourist police have taken all necessary steps needed to avoid any kind of incidents, said the police super. More than 3 lakh tourists have flocked St. Martin, Inani Beach, Himchari and Ramu Buddhist Temple, the main tourist center of the district. The tourist service organizations are very happy after receiving an overwhelming number of tourism at this time of the year. Despite a 3-day government holiday, indescribable pleasure and pure excitement were seen among the tourists. Besides, a handful of tourism activities, including sea burp and walk of the Marine Drive, were some of the main attraction. Ministries and organizations are making every effort to keep commodity prices within the reach of general public, but some dishonest people are making attempts to tarnish government image. Education Minister Dr. Deepa Moni said this today while talking to the reporters after inaugurating a 4-bed ICU room at Chatpur Government General Hospital. She also said the government will be able to control the market situation quickly. Regular market supervision is being done with the monitoring team. As a result, the market is slowly coming under control. Meanwhile, Awami League Joint General Secretary Mahabubul Alam Hanif also said the market is slowly coming under control. Monitoring team is supervising regular market. He also said some people have already been arrested on charges of creating artificial crisis by storing food illegally. Viewers, we're taking a short break. Stay with Bangla City SATV. Welcome back and you are watching Bangla City SATV News. Now I move on to the international story updates. Russian President Vladimir Putin discussed his demand for ending the conflict in Ukraine with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan during a phone call on Thursday. Putin demanded the neutral position of Ukraine, including no precision of NATO membership. Putin also warned Ukraine to complete a disarmament process and safeguarding the Russian language in the country and engaging the denazification. Meanwhile, a thick pall of the grey smoke streamed across the clear blue sky over the Lviv's airport on Friday morning, as the Russian forces destroyed an aircraft repair plant in the western Ukrainian city of Lviv. Ukrainian air forces said that at least 6 cruise missiles had been launched from the Black Sea. The White House has said that India would not be violating sanctions if it purchased discounted oil from Russia, but doing so would put New Delhi on the wrong side of history. At the latest news briefing, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki urged all countries to abide by the sanctions against Russia that they have put or placed or recommended. When asked to comment on the Indians' reported purchase of the discounted oil from Russia, she also said this would not be able to violating the sanctions as well. However, she advised India to think about where it wanted to stand on the Ukrainian issue. Earlier on Wednesday, the Indian media reported that the Indian Oil Corporation has brought 3 million barrels of crude oil that the Russia had offered at a step discount of the prevailing international rates. Film icon Arnold Schwarzenegger said in a video post on Thursday that Russian soldiers are being lied about the war in Ukraine. He also accused President Vladimir Putin of sacrificing Russian soldiers' lives for his own ambition. In the 9-minute video, Schwarzenegger said Russian soldiers were told they would be fighting Nazis in Ukraine or to protect ethnic Russians, and they would be greeted like heroes. He also said many of the troops now know those claims were false. The film star also said these were illegal. Schwarzenegger posted his emotional video on Twitter, YouTube and Instagram as well. While some of those services are blocked in Russia, he also posted on the Telegram messaging app with the Russian subtitles. The Great Barrier Reef has again been hit with a widespread bleaching, authorities said on Friday. The higher than the average ocean temperatures of Australia northeast threaten the already struggling World Heritage Site. Surveillance flight over the reef revealed damage due to heat stress ranging from the minor of the severe bleaching across the 2,300-kilometer network of the corals. Over the past week, the temperatures throughout the marine park range between 0.5 and 2 degrees Celsius above the average. Meanwhile, the far north and the shoal areas recorded temperature between 2 and 4 degrees above the average, leaving many affected corals struggling to survive. The World Health Organization, who voiced alarm on Wednesday that registered COVID cases are once again rising globally, despite testing level having dropped significantly, who said after falling for the weeks, reported COVID cases rose globally by 8% last week, with more than 11 million cases and over 43,000 new deaths registered, who Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus warned that the lack of visibility due to reduced testing meant the cases they are seeing are just at the tip of the iceberg. Besides this, he called on the countries to remain vigilant, stressing the pandemic is not over. Now a story from the sports world. Bangladesh women lost to West Indies by 4 runs in a breathtaking match of the Women's ODI World Cup. On the other hand, the Caribbean women picked up their second win. After losing the toss, the West Indies lost 9 wickets in 50 overs and scored 140 runs. Wicketkeeper batsman Shamin Campbell remained unbeaten with a maximum of 53 runs for the team. Bangladesh stumbled at the beginning. The bat in response, Shamima Sultana returned with 0 runs. However, in the second wicket, Farzana Haq and Shamim Akhtar 30 runs stand firm in the match around. 17 runs came from the Shamim's bat and Farzana returned with 23 runs. Captain Nigar Sultana scored 25 runs. However, Bangladesh could not match 13 runs in 3 overs in the last wicket. With 3 balls in hand, Taylor took the last wicket. As a result, the Caribbean women left the field with 4 runs victory. Barcelona in the last 8 of the Europa League. The Catalans beat the Turkish club Galatasaray 2-1 in the second leg of the last 16. Barcelona made a disappointing draw in the first leg at the Nou Camp, so the Catalans had no choice but to win a ticket to go to the quarter-final. However, Barcelona was a bit shaky at the beginning in the opponent's field. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Galatasaray went ahead of the 28 minutes. However, after 9 minutes, Barcelona equalized with the goal of the wonder boy Pedri. At the beginning of the second half, Barca striker Aubameyang put the team ahead with a great goal near the D zone. Since there were no more goals for the rest of the time, the last 8 were the guaranteed with the Barcelona's victory. Before ending, we go through Bangla City SATV News headlines again. People who don't give Joy Bangla slogan doesn't believe in independence, liberation war and Bangladesh, said Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Thousands of people flocked in Cox's Bazar in 3-day government holiday. Tourism were seen with joy and excitement. Putin lays out demand to end war with Turkish president. 6 cruise missiles hit an aircraft repair plant near the Labib airport. You are up to date with the Bangla City SATV News, and to know the latest news, visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.